Navigating the Future of Trucking, hosted by Jerry Banks.
Professional driver development. I want to share some valuable insights that can make a very huge difference in your journey as a professional truck driver. I want you to think of these things as like insider secrets. These are things that can make moving through the transportation industry, moving through your career smoother. It can help you to avoid challenges, unexpected challenges, and ultimately set you up for a successful and a rewarding career throughout your tenure and time in transportation. And again, whether that transportation looks like aviation, trucking, railroad, whatever it looks like, I want you to consider these things. Now, in this particular instance, the very first thing I want to talk about is the power of first impressions. The power of first impressions. And so in transportation, you're often the face of your company. Think about it like this. Every interaction that you have, whether it's with clients, your customers, whether it's with your coworkers, because your coworkers are your internal customer, right? Whether it's with law enforcement, whether it's with the shipper, you're at the receiver, you're at the distribution center. Every opportunity is an opportunity to make a positive impression. And your professional appearance, your professional attire, your professional conduct, your professional communication, it goes a long way in building that trust and that respect, which can ultimately open doors for better opportunities for you and your company down the line. Now, the next thing, it is specific to trucking, because I want to highlight and talk about the FMCSA Clearinghouse, because it's a database and it was started in 2020. It's a database that tracks drug and alcohol violations for commercial drivers. And this is one of the things that I really hit home on, and what I always hit home on whenever I go and I talk to any new drivers coming into the industry at trucking schools or speaking at conferences. I hit home on the fact that drugs and alcohol are not allowed in the trucking industry. I'm sorry. I know I saw something the other day where there's talk in the administration by the president to legalize it across the federal government. But just remember, truck driver, future truck driver, that there is no place for drugs or alcohol in trucking. You heard me talk about professionalism. That is a part, like that's in the professionalism bucket. Okay, in regards to drugs and alcohol. So it's imperative that you never get a violation. Having a violation really puts a blemish on your career. So it's crucial that you understand that any violation recorded in that clearinghouse can seriously impact your ability to find work and your ability to keep your Class A CDL. One of the things that I told the new students yesterday is that your Class A CDL, it's worth its weight in gold. You can take care of your family, you can pay your bills, you can live the life that you want to live by keeping your CDL clean. All right, so stay informed, make responsible choices, because that is the key to protecting your career. All right. We're not even focused on the clearinghouse, because we do exactly what we need to do or don't do to make sure that we don't have a violation. And then the last thing I think I want to highlight from a professional driver development perspective is staying healthy out on the road. And I'm going to use my son as an example, because he is a prime example of always eating out. He always eats out. And I've put so many gadgets in his truck. I put air fryer. I put one of those griddle things. I'm like, do your best to cook your own food. You don't have to go to Wingstop every other day. He loves wings. But I encourage him to cook his own food. And I might be a good mom and send some groceries, like, order some groceries online so he can pick them up at Walmart. And it's going to be healthy. I encourage him to eat better when you're out there on the road, because you're sitting a lot. And it's important that you stay healthy, you stay active, because I've talked to so many drivers and had so many instances where drivers have high blood pressure, where they have diabetes, and those are things that can be preventable. And you don't want it. I told him, I said, you don't want to look, 5-10 years down the road and you're dealing with hypertension because all you've been doing is sitting and eating fast food every day. You have to maintain and update your medical card. So that's important. And how healthy you are determines how soon you got to go back. I've seen drivers that got to go back every 3 months. I've seen drivers that have to go back every 6 months or every year. You want a 2-year card. And so it's just a way that you can take care of yourself inside the truck. You can cook your own food. You can hop out of the truck and do some exercises in between loads. Remember, prioritizing your well-being is an investment in your career longevity. Okay, so these are just a few important things that I want you to remember. I want you to think about as you're starting your career, whether you're starting your career as a new driver, you've been here for a long time, or you're leaving the industry soon. Think about these things. And if you're leaving the industry soon, go drop some knowledge and share some of this information with a new driver that's coming into the industry. And so there's a lot more information to learn. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about key factors that can affect your success on the road, including how tickets and accidents can impact you, why safety is so important, and how to build a strong reputation for a thriving career. So make sure you come back tomorrow with more tips on how you can continue to elevate yourself and your career in the new future of trucking and transportation.